Hi everyone! Thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm going to be doing the new moon readings for you. And it's going to be interesting this time because we're also going to be having the full solar eclipse at the same time. So that is going to make for some interesting energy coming in. I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know exactly what is coming through, what energies are coming through. But if you would like to, definitely I suggest checking that out, what maybe that has to do with your sign, and what energies you can expect to come in for you. But I will give the reading like I usually do to help you kind of navigate the energies for your sign. Okay. I do want to get a couple announcements out of the way before I start. I am currently in talks with a local establishment about doing a class for twin flames, and so also can be a general self-empowerment class. It's actually called Twin Flames 101 Self-Empowerment. So it could be just a general self-empowerment class. So anybody that is in the northeastern Pennsylvania area that would like more information on those classes, or that class, sorry, until we see how that goes, I might do some more. But if anybody in the northeast Pennsylvania area is interested in that class for now, I will be updating on my Facebook page, which is in the description box below. The event will be listed there. I will also post eventually on Instagram and Twitter, but it'll be through Facebook because that's where the event page would be. So once I have that all kind of fleshed out and we have all of the information, that will become available to you. And hopefully, if this becomes a success, we could do possibly an online course. If you would be interested in that, definitely let me know in the comments to see how many people would be really interested in doing that course with me. So I'm really excited about doing this. It's something I've worked really hard on. So I'm also opening up one card readings for $10. I feel that it gives you a little something extra. It's hard for some people to have full readings. They can be a little pricey. I mean, some people do need more information than others, but if you just have a simple thing of, will this happen, it's a lot easier. You have one card, you can get a lot of information from one card. So the one card readings are now $10, and I will be putting all that information, all that crap will just be well, it's not crap, but all of that stuff will be in the description box, so you can find that for yourself. So I think that's it. Anything else I'll just leave in the description box. How does that sound? Alright. So we're just gonna get right into your readings then. Hello, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your new moon readings. So I'm going to do your new moon reading, and I'm going to do it in a mini Celtic cross spread for this week. And I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot cards. Ooh. Alright, so I'm trying to cut out the crap and not get too silly. I'll leave that for my outtakes. Alright. Let's see what messages we have for Gemini. Going all over. What message do we have for Gemini for the new moon? hello. First card. Second card. It's helpful. Okay, I'm trying to get you guys to see it on camera. At least a little bit. Okay. That's the showing up for Gemini for the new moon. There we go. Oh, there's two there. Okay. I'm just making sure that those are right for you. I had to ask. Ooh. Those did not ask. They did not ask permission to do that. Go. I noticed as I was shuffling that I'm color coordinated today. Oh boy, I didn't even do that on purpose. Wish I had. Wish I could be like, I totally did that. I think it's more interesting that I didn't do it on purpose. And then I'm looking over there at my exercise ball and it's the same color as my shirt. And I'm like, something blue, okay. And I'm just noticing that for you, so maybe something blue. Something's going on. Maybe it's your, maybe you need to work with your throat chakra. Maybe that's why my attention's being drawn to so much blue. It's like no other sign I felt that way. But I'm seeing lots of blue in this tone. So maybe it's your throat chakra, and it might also third eye as well, because the third eye sometimes is this deep violet, almost like a bluish purple. But I'm feeling throat. Like I feel like you need to speak up and you need to say something. Or there's something that you need to get off your chest. Some truths that you need to get off your chest. Let's see. It's interesting. Before I even turned over any of the cards, I'm already feeling something here. Okay. So the first card is what the situation is. What's coming in with the new moon, or what the new moon can be helping you with this week. Oh, you have your own card, Lovers. As it's about you. Okay. So the new moon is going to be shifting perhaps your perspective. Perhaps raising your vibrations, raising you, ascending, okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so ascending, raising your vibrations. It's going to be affecting you personally. Not like work. I'm not feeling like it's anything else. I think it's just directed completely at you. And it's just, I think it's just your life in general. Or maybe yourself. your self-development, your development of yourself personally. That is the situation. That's what's being brought to light here. Okay, and this card, some like to call it the challenge. I like to call it the opportunity, because every challenge is an opportunity for growth. So your opportunity is the Knight of Water. So, excuse me. This knight is going forward, and there is this cup that's in front of him. I'm feeling like this isn't something that you have to conquer emotionally. And that's why I'm feeling that it's a self-development thing more than anything else. There is something emotionally you need to work on. I'm hearing conquer. Something emotionally you need to conquer. You need to bring out into the light, and you need to work on something emotionally. It may have to do with a relationship, but I'm feeling it's more about you. But you might be involved in a relationship, and there might be some things that you need to reevaluate within yourself about yourself in your relationship. Okay? So there's something that needs to be addressed there. Excuse me. So, what is really going on? This card is about what's really going on underneath everything. And we have Knight of Air. And this is what I was just saying before. There's a feeling of you need to communicate this blue color. There's something that you need to be communicating. And you're not doing it. That's what I feel. That's how I feel with this. And you have that sense to just say whatever's on your mind, or just blurt something out. And I think maybe that's why you're concentrating on your communications, because you don't want to just say something. You don't want to just blurt something out, because it could hurt somebody's feelings. It could harm somebody, and what you say, even if it's not meant to hurt, the way you say it and the words that you say could hurt somebody. So it's about being kind of careful about your words and not just blurting something out, but taking a moment and thinking about what you want to say to get the best outcome. I'm hearing, yeah. To get the best out of the situation, you want to be a little more cautious with your words, okay? All right. So, and this next card is going to be about your past. Oh, you have a lot of knights. You seem like you have all the knights. Watch, we're gonna end up having all of the knights in here. Oh my gosh. So, I'm feeling, because there's so many knights in here, that you're really working up to something. You're really working up to something. And like, it's something big. Because it's like you've gone through the first 10. And now you're at the night stage, and it's like you're building up. There's some momentum. You've had this momentum, and it seems like it's in a lot of different areas. You have this momentum going, and you need to keep going. You need to keep building on it to get exactly where you need to be. All right? That's interesting that you have a lot of knights here. So the Knight of Fire is in your past. And I'm feeling something happened. Okay. Something happened suddenly. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time trying to tune in here. Okay, something happened suddenly and you're trying to move past it. You're trying to maneuver around it. Because something happened and it affected you strongly. Not really hearing what it was. A major shakeup. A major event. Something major happened. There was some major shakeup or major event that happened suddenly. And I'm hearing that it left you perplexed. It left you like, what? Like, it was unexpected, sudden. And you didn't know how to deal with it, perhaps. And I'm feeling like you might have kind of pushed it to the side and didn't necessarily deal with it. And it's something that I feel is very, very necessary to deal with in order to move forward. Because you're still at the night stage. You still haven't gotten to Let me see. I know I didn't finish my sentence, and I know sometimes people will point out when I like I don't understand what you were saying there. So sometimes there's a reason for that. Let me keep turning over these cards and seeing what kind of story I get from this. So sometimes when I turn over all the cards, I can get a clearer picture of what's going on. Oh, okay. So you have the Queen of Water in your present. Okay, so you have the Knight of Water was your opportunity or challenge. Your Queen of Water is in your present, which naturally, because your challenge is going on right now. Okay, so you're developing your relationship, or you're developing your intuition. Okay, so now I'm feeling like this kind of knocked you off your game a bit. Okay, and that happened, and I'm feeling now you are dealing with it. You are working towards dealing with it, towards rectifying it, whatever it is. And I'm feeling it's a very emotional thing. But it has to do with your self-development. Perhaps it is your intuition you're working on. Perhaps it is some sort of spiritual work. Trust your intuition, it says. Because I'm feeling even more and more every card that I pull, that I turn over. I'm feeling like this is an emotional situation within yourself. It's a self-development, and it's also, like I said, if you are in a relationship, it could be something in regards to your relationship, in regards to yourself in your relationship, and something that needs to be addressed. So let's see what your last card is. I have the near future, or your outcome from this situation. Oh, 10 of Earth. This is the 10 of Pentacles, which is the happy family card. It's everything comes together. Financially, everything comes together. Everything's good. Everything's going well. So you didn't have the Knight of Earth. You had the 10 of Earth. So you're, wow, that's interesting. So I'm feeling that you definitely need to communicate better. Okay, and why? Okay, this is interesting. Why I'm just doing that? Why that? Those three are important. These three are tied together somehow. Perhaps the communications have broken down, and that led to something happening suddenly, very fiery, and possibly an argument. If this is a relationship, maybe it was an argument that happened. There was something, maybe even a breakup. And you're moving on from this fiery event, this event that happened that was this event that happened that was sudden, something that caught you off guard. This happened, you're moving from it. And you're working towards and I feel that you're finally coming to terms with it. You're finally, like, emotional stability, or your intuition, or spiritual work, that maybe you were working through it in a spiritual way, like meditation, yoga, some sort of energy work. You're working through it. And perhaps it's helping you strengthen your intuition as well. But whatever the situation is that's happening, it's communication and emotional. It's leading you to this feeling of emotional satisfaction, this happy family, this feeling of abundance. This is all leading you to this. So just be cautious of the words that you say and how you say it. And working on yourself emotionally, spiritually. I feel this is a relationship also. I feel you're working towards something. that this might not necessarily be, it could have been a breakup, and that this might be a new relationship, or this is something that shook you up and helped you realize what you needed to be doing towards healing yourself and, you know, emotionally, spiritually, and getting you to this place of happiness. Okay. So be cautious with your words. Be gentle with yourself. Work on yourself emotionally and spiritually. Okay. And then the bottom of the deck I have the Hermit, which makes sense because if you're doing this work, this is kind of the energy that you'd be embodying, this Hermit. And you're working on yourself, and you're working on your intuition and your spiritual work. This would, the introspection. Oh, and you also have the King of Earth. So you would hop from the Ten of Earth to the King of Earth, and everything's very stable, and everything's abundant and successful. That's a good feeling. That's good. That's nice to have that. I'm glad. That is great. So I'm feeling like your extra message will be from the Archangel Gabriel deck. Okay. Let's see what we have here for you, what extra message we have. Right. Got a lot of cards that want to come out. Ooh, that one really flipped out. It even like did a little bit of a spiral. Ooh, okay. This I feel is connected with the Queen of Water. I'm feeling like that's connected to your emotional and spiritual work. It says allow yourself to receive. You see that? Open your arms to welcome the blessings and answered prayers that God is sending to you. So, I feel that you are working on yourself emotionally, spiritually. And you just need to open up. You just need to get yourself to that point where you feel you deserve what you're getting, and you feel that you're where you need to be. But you get there by letting yourself receive the blessings from the work that you've already put in. Okay? That's great. I'm glad to hear it for you, Gemini. All right, so I hope that all of this works out well for you. I hope you get your happy family and your abundance. That sounds fantastic. I hope the new moon treats you well. I hope you have a great weekend and week. And until next time, Gemini, keep the faith. Ooh. Are you playing your love games with me?